Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it wind up in the gutter, the prison, or the grave. This time, a peddler pulp tales of love, a blackmailer with muscles, a south-of-the-border chiseler, a simpering prude, and a corpse in a bedroom all had one thing in common. Each was a woman. It happened like this. And the moment the sauce is boiling furiously, which it is now, add 1 full cup of tomato paste gradually and stir vigorously. Okay, 1 full cup of tomato paste. Oh, no, not now. I'll be a minute. I said, oh. So I add the tomato paste, cup and all. Okay, I'm coming. Who is it?
Western Union. Telegram for Philip Marlowe?
That's Marlowe. Sorry, I didn't mean... Well, Rita Murphy.
Yes, darling, your staunch friend Rita. Am I welcome? Me and my small Western Union Joe?
Sure. Come on in, honey. We'll go in the kitchen.
Oh, it's not Marlowe playing chef again. What is it this time?
Sauce a la Marino. And what's your poor little rich girl's 14-carat mind up to tonight?
You. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes. This is meeting night in my crowd. The Greens Committee at the Country Club, the Beverly Hills Male Choir, the veterans of this and that.
Yeah.
So, no men left.
Oh, except staunch friend Marlowe, huh? Look, Rita, baby, just because I...
I know it by heart, Phil. Just because brave private detective once saved rich Uncle Enoch's niece Rita, baby, from lots of trouble...
For which he was well paid.
There's no reason why they've got to go on seeing each other. Well, mister, you're wrong. There is a reason. A big fat one. I like you. Lots.
You do.
Especially on Tuesday.
I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Now look,
I'm not being too bold, am I? I did call you, 3 times. You weren't home all day.
But that didn't discourage you.
If I can't have you, I'll take the doorstop.
On Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays. Now, about this sauce a la whatchamacallit, what do we do first? Fish out the cup or wait for it to melt?
Well, that all depends. We want to have... Hey, is that thing sticking out of your pocket a real telegram or a prop for your gag?
Oh, no, it's no prop. It's the real thing.
Oh?
I met the boy in front of your door. Here.
No, you open up. My hands are greasy.
So I noticed. It's over there, self-reliant. Called soap and water.
Well, read it, dear.
Tried to reach you all day. Very important. Meet me at the Tulip Room, Sunset Strip at 8 o'clock tonight.
Tulip Room.
We'll pay you triple your fee. Time means everything. Gigi Ormsby.
You know her? Give me a towel, will you?
Sure. I think, yes, she's the demon editor of Packman House.
Who published what?
Magazines. Torrid romance, great passion, the shop girl's encyclopedia.
Well, tell me now, shop girl, where did you meet editor Gigi Ormsby?
At a cocktail party about a year ago. She's quite a character. Sleek to look at.
And to listen to?
Oh, someplace between a career woman and a Marine sergeant.
Her credit good?
Excellent. Uncle Enoch once shook hands with her, and that's better than Dun & Bradstreet. Hey, where are you going?
To don jacket and professional demeanor. Both are going to the Tulip Room.
Phil,
And you're not.
Phil, that's not fair. dear, this is Tuesday, and I've...
And the sauce al marino needs 1 measuring cup removed. A delicate woman's touch is required. Bye-bye, Rita. You're a staunch friend indeed. The Tulip Room was one of those extra chic spots, you know, curled up at the foot of the Hollywood Hills, where the velvet and the maitre d's tone of voice made you sure you had egg on your face. But that, plus the crew cuts and glamour girls who filled the place with shrill darlings, no matter what was said, made finding my client that much easier. In severely tailored banker's gray flannel, she stood out among the neighboring naked shoulders like a wart on a cue ball, as did her voice, which, once we got through the introductions, came right to the point.
Hello, my problem is simple. I want to find a woman in a hurry. Her name is Henrietta Lawrence. She's a good hack writer who's disappeared. I know not why. Health?
Likewise.
Now here it is, 1, 2, 3. A couple of weeks ago, Henrietta Lawrence showed up in my office from someplace like Seattle or Portland, I forget which. She handed me an outline for a 3-installment serial story that was excellent according to our standards. 3 days ago, she brought in the first 2 installments, also excellent, but the day before yesterday, when the 3rd installment was due, I was sitting in my office window when this happened. She only got as far as the building front door.
What happened?
I don't know. She saw somebody going by slowly in a car. It scared the daylights out of her, and she hobbled up to a cab and then...
Wait a minute. Did you say hobbled?
Yeah, she limps, uses a cane. Anyway, she piled into this cab and took off. Haven't heard a word from her since. I'm worried, Marlowe. She's a nervous thing, the kind that would go to pieces, little ones, fast. So I want you to just...
Gigi owns me. Oh, as I live and breathe.
Oh, my.
Oh, Gigi, how are you?
Busy, Jeanette, busy.
Oh, so I see. What is a handsome gentleman's name, or am I supposed to guess?
It's Dracula, darling. We're counting all the throats. Goodbye.
Oh, Gigi, that's so funny. You're priceless.
Goodbye, Jeanette. This is business, strictly.
I was only being friendly. Excuse me, darling. Have fun with your business.
Oh, what they let loose after dark. Anyhow, Marlowe, I want you to find this girl. She may be in a jam. Now, what do you want to know?
Well, a description might help, Gigi.
Okay. Henrietta's about 35, on the drab side. No makeup, no jewelry. Every time I saw her, she was wearing the same thing. A plain brown coat, an even plainer brown hat, low heels. All in all, the sex appeal of a tumbleweed.
Last address you had on her?
The only one. The Grace Hotel for Women, room 7. It's over on Fountain, near La Cienega. But she hasn't checked back there in 2 days either. The giggling schoolgirl of a desk clerk I talked to on the phone today hasn't the slightest idea where she is. But I figure for you, she might, Marlowe. Probably has a face like wet hemp. Her name is Clarice?
Well, I'll give it a try, Gigi. Where can I reach you?
At my home in Brentwood. Sunnyside 9, 1011.
1011.
Yeah, I'll stay by my phone. Really, do your best, will you, Marlowe?
Okay, Gigi. It'll be my best, all right. Don't worry about it. I'll call you.
Good evening, Grace Hotel. Miss Catherine Hickey? One moment, please. Go right ahead. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Are we alone? Is the switchboard closed?
Why, yes.
Good. You see, I'm a private detective named Marlowe, Clarice.
A private detective? And you know my name?
Oh, we find things out.
can poor little old me help you?
Well, it's about Henrietta Lawrence, the girl with the cane.
Uh-huh.
She's in trouble, and I think it's a man.
So do I.
Who?
Well, I don't know.
You're sure?
Positive. She was always so quiet, so mysterious. It was enough to make a body curious. So one night I followed her. She went to Annie Stringer's Hollywood Health Club. That's a ladies' Turkish bath over on Santa Monica Boulevard near Delhini.
Well, maybe she ducked into the health club because she knew you were following her.
Oh, no. I was very careful. Besides, she had something to say to a woman in there. I know because I saw them talking in a doorway when I went by. Couldn't see who it was, though.
No men, huh?
No, but I'll keep my eyes open for when she gets back.
You do just that. Keep them wide open, honey. They're lovely eyes. Well, good night, honey. My client was wrong. Clarice did not have a face like wet hemp. It was more like a batch of biscuits, but the body curious had provided a lead as far as the corner of Santa Monica and Delhani, and into the white antiseptic reception room of Annie Stringer's health club. Women only. There I forgot about hemp, biscuits, and Clarice alike, and thought about something a whole lot tastier. Like the girl that was leaning on the corner of a desk marked information, while she made pencil marks on a chart. She looked up when I closed the door and started towards me, but when another door opened and a woman who was built like a sack of cement bore down on me, she turned back to her chart.
Yes, sir, can I help you? I'm Annie Stringer. We don't have a men's section here if that's what you wanted.
No, it was something else, Miss Stringer.
Annie will do. My name's my stock in trade. Something else? Like what?
Henrietta Lawrence, I'm looking for her.
Who are you, mister? What's your name?
Philip Marlowe. I'm a friend of Henrietta's from Portland. They told me of the Grace Hotel that Henrietta might be at your place. You see, someone had seen her come in here once.
Henrietta Lawrence, huh? Well, name doesn't mean anything to me.
Annie! Annie! Mrs. Trent wants you to come to her.
All right, Hilda, be right there. I don't recall anyone by that name, Mr. Marlowe, but you might check with my receptionist there. Take care of the gentleman, will you, Mona?
Very well, Annie.
I'm coming, Mrs. Trent.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Marlowe, Mona dear. Philip Marlowe.
Right. I don't recall any Henrietta Lawrence ever having been with us, but why don't we check the registration cards at my desk just to make sure? I might be mistaken.
All right. She's about 35, wears no makeup, and...
Never mind.
Huh?
I know her, mister.
What?
Talk softly. You see, Mr. Marlowe, the cards here list everyone who visits the club. Why do you really want to know about Henrietta Lawrence?
Well, I'm a private detective with an interested client.
Who has money?
It could be. What's your connection here?
Receptionist and good friend to Annie. Her confidant, you might say.
All right, then say it.
Meet me in the alley behind the hardware store across the street in a half hour. We close then. I'm sorry, Mr. Marlowe, but we don't seem to have any listing of a Henrietta Lawrence. Perhaps you...
Never mind. Thanks just the same.
You're quite welcome. Don't keep me waiting, Blue Eyes.
I killed most of the 30-minute wait at an all-night beanery a block away, where I drank bad coffee and listened to a very special monologue from a waitress, which was worse. And at exactly 10:30, I stepped into the street and walked to the alley behind the hardware store. I moved cautiously to the alley, checking the shadows along the building, when a hand that gripped like a bear snapped on my upper arm, while another locked my wrist behind my back.
You move 1 inch, Mr. Marlowe, and I'll break it off and hand it to you. I was a lady wrestler, understand?
Oh! Ooh. Do I, still call you Annie?
Ah, never mind the wisecracks. I put in a long day and I haven't got patience. Now what's your angle, Flatfoot?
This!
Oh! Oh!
You flip, baby, in more ways than one. Now start talking.
All right. Henrietta came from Seattle, not Portland. Here's some advice. Forget Henrietta Lawrence, Seamus. You can't do her any good.
You're a liar, Annie, and you know it.
You're wasting your breath, Seamus.
That's a bluff, Annie. Just hot air.
Yeah? That goes for the letter, too, I suppose.
Letter. You slipped again, kid.
What about it? You don't know what letter I'm talking about. But Mr. Marlowe, Henrietta Lawrence does. Tell her to call off the bloodhounds or that letter will go right to the cops. They'll know exactly what to do with it.
Get going.
Rita!
Get out of here before I blow your head off. Go on. Beat it while you can still walk. Go.
All right. But I'll be around, Marlowe. Don't forget the message I gave you for Miss Lawrence.
Rita watched Annie lumber out of sight down the alley. Then she turned to me with a told you so smile and lit a cigarette for me.
Here. It's a good thing I chucked that scullery maid routine and followed you after all, wasn't it?
Oh, look, I've already said thanks, so go ahead, get real corny, rub it in. Marlowe pinned by a woman.
That was some woman, Phil. That was the late Gargantua's cousin.
Yeah, and I was also outnumbered and surrounded. By the way, where is your gun, Rita?
I don't have any gun, just a lot of bluff and curiosity about what you were doing out in an alley with a creature like that.
I was taking a judo lesson.
By correspondence, maybe? What was all that about a letter?
Well, for my money, the way things stack up, Gigi Ormby's top writer, one Henrietta Lawrence, is being blackmailed by one Annie Stringer, and that letter is in Annie's protection. It goes to the cops. Rita, get out of sight, quick.
What? Who's that? Oh, Marlowe, not another one.
Yeah. My dance card's full. Go on, will you? It's important.
All right. But don't forget, you're a sucker for a hammerlock, so watch it.
Hello? Marlowe?
Over here, Mona.
Ah, there you are. Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Good. It's worth my life. What I'm going to tell you. And you'd like me alive, right?
Look, Mona, what is it? You know something about Henrietta Lawrence?
More than enough. There is a certain letter.
Oh, you know about that, huh?
Sure. I even know where it is and what it says.
Bless you, baby. Now, where is it? I want that letter back.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes. And I'd like to give it to you for nothing, but
But what?
my poor mother. She needs an operation. My father has a mortgage on the ranch.
And your widow sister wants music lessons. So come on, kid, how much?
How much is the life of Henrietta Lawrence worth, Phil dear? To me, to you, to Henrietta Lawrence.
Her life, huh? All right, I'll see what I can do.
You'd better do real good, Marlowe. It's a very serious thing. I'm taking a great risk. Annie Stringer is stupid, but she's also strong like a bull. You come into my apartment, 8310 North Arthur, apartment D, in 1 hour.
Apartment D. Okay, I'll be there.
Good. And please, Marlowe, you don't hold any hard feelings against me? Not for this. You know, business is business, and pleasure is pleasure, isn't it? Maybe we can mix them in an hour. I'll be waiting for you, Phil.
How do you like that?
It was as touching a little scene as I've ever witnessed.
Skip it, Rita. This deal's likely to get rough before it's over, and I've got a call to make. Let's go.
And I was dumb enough to warn you against a hammerlock. A hammerlock that kid is likely to hold. Oh, can I go with you just to laugh?
Yeah, all right. I'm going to call my client. We're scramming. Come on.
Hello?
Marlowe, Gigi. Got a line on Henrietta, but you're not going to like it much.
What do you mean? How does it go, Marlowe?
Trouble is, she's got blackmailed. Don't know what the hook is, but I have word that one of the bargainers is plenty serious.
Well, who's doing it, Phil?
A female wrestler named Annie Stringer is a big wheel. I got on to it through a letter.
A letter?
Yeah, Annie wrote a protection letter. Got all the dirt in it, and it goes to the cops if anything happens to Annie. A standard routine.
Where is this letter? Who has it?
A double-crossing, greedy little number named Mona. I'm supposed to meet her again in an hour at her place.
Phil, we must get that letter.
It's not a guarantee, Gigi. Mona's not that bright, but she's sly. It's liable to be expensive.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anything I can do to help Henrietta, I want to do now more than ever.
What does that mean?
I heard from her, Marlowe. She called me just a few minutes ago.
Where was she?
Well, that's the tough part. She was crying, said it was the end of everything. She tried to tell me about the last installments of the story, then she was interrupted. She gasped out something that sounded like American Airlines ticket office. Then the line went dead. There are 3 of those offices in town.
Yeah. Well, we better check them all. Look, can you take the one out in Beverly Hills? I'll get the others.
All right. And Marlowe, where does this Mona live?
North Ardmore, 8310, apartment D.
I'll meet you there in an hour.
After Gigi hung up, I sent Rita to Hollywood to check the airline's office for a woman carrying a cane and a big load of trouble, telling her to call me at the airline's downtown agency within half an hour. Then I headed south to the office on 6th Street. Halfway down, it began to rain. You know, the kind of misty, dreary drizzle that makes your clothes smell like blankets at a fire sale. I spent a fruitless half hour peeking into corners and trading descriptions, and finally, when Rita called in a negative report from the Hollywood office, it was high time to beat it to my appointment with Mona. The rain had put enough dazzling sheen on the pavement to make it slow and slick. But I got out to 8310 Ardmore only a minute late. Apartment D was the last one on the right, and completely dark. As I walked towards it, I found myself following a set of feminine footprints, rapidly filling with water. Inside each left print was a little round hole. By the time I registered that, I was already at the door and could hear her crying inside. I didn't wait to knock. Mona, it's me, Marlowe. For Pete's sake, what happened to you?
Phil, a woman was waiting for me here in the dark. She had a big club, and when I came in, she grabbed me and beat me with it.
No, it was a cane. Not that that makes any difference now. Hey, your apartment is a wreck. I guess she got the letter, huh?
Yeah, she got it. And look at this awful black bruise.
Later. Right now, I want to know what that letter said, and you can forget about me paying the national debt for it. I want it free and fast. Come on, what's Annie got on Henrietta Lawrence?
All right. She knows that
What?
somebody's outside there.
Oh, it's Gigi. Come on in, Gigi.
Oh, Phil? Who's this? The little doll you told me about?
Just a minute. You can't call me names.
All right, now hold it. Just take it easy.
You're a lousy housekeeper, sister. What happened? Did your rumba lesson get out of control?
No, wait a minute. Henrietta scooped us, Gigi. She was here and got the letter herself.
She what?
Yes, we were talking about the letter when you came in. Now, let's get on with it, Mona. What's Big Annie's pitch?
Supposing I won't tell you now.
Then I'll have you in the pokey for attempted extortion before you can bat those big lashes, beautiful. Now, come on.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that's better.
For you, Phil, I'll tell. I don't know what Henrietta Lawrence means to this dragon here, but she's a murderer.
Why, you little liar, that's impossible. Henrietta's a fine girl.
You know what you're saying, Mona.
Sure I do. I read the letter, didn't I? Henrietta Lawrence killed a woman in Seattle 4 years ago. Annie saw her do it. She had names, dates, places, everything.
I can't believe it. I just can't. She's such a swell person. Look, she even left this. It's the final installment of the story for me. It was in that ticket office. What do we do, Phil? We've got to help her.
Okay. Since neither she nor Annie count on Mona reading the letter, the best way to help her is to try to keep her from committing another murder.
What, are you crazy? What are you talking about?
Come on, Gigi, get with it. The letter was worthless except as Annie Stringer's protection. Yet Henrietta went to all the trouble of getting it. Why? So she could shut Annie up, and there's only one way to do that.
Killer. Holy mackerel, I didn't even think.
You should, madam. You got nothing else to work with.
Drop dead. I'll beat you like a rug, you little...
You're nothing, you donkey face.
Stop it, both of you. Now, better stay clear from here on in, Gigi. Go home, wait for me.
Okay, Phil, whatever you say. Call me as soon as you can, okay?
Sure. All right, come on, Mona. Let's go.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, no, Marlowe. The letter's gone, and so is Mona's interest. Oh, I'm very tired. I think
Now, listen, you cut yourself in on this right up to your rinse job. You know Annie, so you may be able to help me. It's that or spend the night in the cooler. So, add it up, sweetheart.
All right. You're so forceful, Phil. Come on, let's go.
Well, Annie's not in her apartment, and she's not around the health club. So what's next, Mona? Where else would she be?
Search me.
Think, will you? Has she had any appointments lately that didn't fit in with her usual routine?
Well, she went out on Fountain Avenue in a big car the other day.
Fountain Avenue. That's where Henrietta has been staying, in a hotel there.
The Grace Hotel?
That's it on the nose. Is Annie dumb enough to go there now?
Sure. She's stupid, and his strength makes her reckless.
That's it then. Let's go. Come on, Mona. It's here on the first floor.
Hey there! Now, just a moment there. Where do you think you're... Oh, it's you again, Mr. Marlowe.
It's me again, Clarice.
If you're still looking for that Miss Lawrence in number 7.
Yeah, huh?
Well, you're sure enough in luck, Mr. Marlowe. She's in now. She came back about a half hour ago with her friend. The biggest woman I ever saw.
Annie! Oh, it's true, Phil. You were right.
Yeah, come on. Let's get back there.
But, Mr. Marlowe, you can't go back there. You're a man, and this hotel is for women.
Now, look, Clarice, you got a pass key there, haven't you?
Yes, but...
Come on, let's finish this and stop with the for women only stuff. I'm tired of it, present company included. Now, where's number 7?
Phil, this is it right here.
Henrietta! Unlock it fast, Clarice. Better get back.
Annie! Dead. A knife.
Yeah. So go ahead and scream, Clarice. Get it over with.
Well, where is Miss Lawrence?
She no doubt left by the window here. Yeah, it's still open, and only 5 feet to the ground, and a clear set of footprints in the wet dirt. Pain marks and all, just like the...
Just like what, Mr. Marlowe?
I was going to say like the ones I saw earlier. Sure. The last installment of the story. The letter at Mona's, the airline ticket. Now she's out of it, slick as a whistle. Clarice, call the cops. Here, give me my card. I'll get in touch.
Where are you going, Mr. Marlowe?
To break the unpleasant news as gently as possible to my client.
What about me? What am I going to do now?
Just keep looking at Annie, you beautiful, double-crossing, chiseling little devil. Maybe you'll learn something, but I'm not going to count on it.
Oh.
Gigi had a lot of lights on in her glossy Brentwood house, and as I walked up the wet, curving flagstones to her door, I could see her inside, pacing slowly back and forth. An impatient cigarette in one hand, a stiff drink of brandy in the other. Whatever Gigi Ormsby thought or felt about Henrietta Lawrence, I couldn't tell. But I was sure that before I left, she was going to despise her.
Phil, I've been waiting for you to phone me. Oh, it's something bad, isn't it? I can see it in your face.
We found Annie Stringer's body, Gigi, in Henrietta's hotel room.
Oh, what a dirty, dirty shame. And Henrietta?
Gone, but she won't get far. Not this time. The circle gets smaller every time, and she can't keep on killing. It's got to end someplace.
Yeah, I suppose so. But I'm sorry for her, Phil. I hope she got a plane ticket tonight and is miles away by morning. I hope she gets a break this time.
She didn't buy a ticket. She isn't even running. And she won't get that break.
You talk as if you know where she is. Do you?
Uh-huh. You've been to Seattle, haven't you, Gigi?
Well, of course, but not for years.
You lived there, and you were a writer before you became a publisher.
Why? What is this?
You knew Annie Stringer long before tonight, didn't you, Gigi?
What are you driving at, Marlowe?
That your real name is Henrietta Lawrence. That you killed a woman in Seattle once, changed your name, got away, but there was a witness. Then a couple of weeks ago, that witness, Annie Stringer, ran into you, recognized you as Henrietta, and jumped at the chance for blackmail.
Stop it, Marlowe.
So you had to bring Henrietta Lawrence back to life, just long enough to get rid of the witness. But first, you had to get a letter she'd written, also have someone who could tell a straight story to the cops. So you hired me, planted the right leads along the way.
You...
Get away from that desk. Don't try it, Gigi. You can't win, so at least lose gracefully, will you?
Huh. This was in one of my books. No one would believe. You're right. I can't win. It's all true, Phil. Where was the loophole?
It started only as a hunch, but everything fit. I got it from the cane you used, Gigi. At Mona's place, the cane marks were on the left side of your tracks, but outside the hotel window, they were on the right. Anybody who really had to use a cane couldn't do that.
Such a little thing.
As a matter of fact, it was.
Look, Marlowe, you're the only person between me and that break. I got more money than I know what to do with. I can bid high, really high. You wouldn't be for sale, would you?
No, baby, just for hire. Get your coat, Gigi. We're going down to headquarters. Getting the whole business down on police stationery, one orderly step at a time, is a process as full as a physical report on the First National Bank, and it takes twice as long to whip up. But finally, it was all over, and I was on my way home to my bachelor apartment. Then I remembered something.
Never mind explaining what took you so long, darling. You're here now. Dinner is ready and waiting, and the martinis are ice cold. Just come on in and close the door.
Yeah.